Welcome to solverfy.
Okay, so here we have two resistors connected in series across a 90-volt line. So let me draw that. Two resistors here. One is 224 ohm. Let me call this R1, and another one is R2, that is 589 ohms. 89 ohms. So they are connected in a 90-volt source of battery, right? Okay, now the question is asking us what is the voltage across each resistor. Now that's a pretty easy one, right? The voltage is divided in the same proportion as the resistance R. So V1 would be R1 upon R1 plus R2 times the total voltage V. So R1 equals to 224, R2 equal to 5489, and V equals to 90. So if you plug these three values here, this turns out to be 24.8 volts, right? Similarly, V2 would be, you can do either way. You can do V minus V1, or you can do R2 upon R1 plus R2 into V, like we did for V1. So either of the answers should be 65.2 volts. All right, so we're done with part A of the question. Let me mark with a red. Okay, now part B of the question is asking us that a voltmeter is connected across the 224 volt ohm resistor, and that reads 23.8. So what is the resistance of the voltmeter? So for part B of the question, there is a voltmeter that is connected here. Okay, now the voltmeter reads V equals to how much? 23.8. Now the reading is different than 24.8 because of the resistance of the voltmeter that we need to find out. So suppose the resistance of voltmeter is RV. Okay, then the equivalent resistance of R1 and the voltmeter would be 224 RV upon, well, we may not need this, we need this, just I am writing this, okay, 224 per RV. Okay, now with respect to Req, V should be Req upon Req plus R2 into 90, right? And this turned out to be 23.8, isn't it? So from this we know the value of R2. Just plug this in here. So if you plug in the value of R2, then this gives Req equals to 211.63 ohms, right? Now plug this value of Req here, then this should give me the resistance of voltmeter, that is Rv, equals to 3831.4 ohm. Quite easily done, right? Okay, so we are done with part B of the question. Let me write this in red. Part B is finished. Now the question says that if the voltmeter is now connected across, the same voltmeter is now connected across 589 ohms, right? Then what would be the reading, isn't it? So to do that, let me write here part C. So to do that, first let me find out what the equivalent resistance would be when the voltmeter is combined with 589 ohms. So our EQ would be 589 parallel 3831.4. This turns out to be 510.52 ohms. Okay, now we need to calculate V, right? So V, the voltmeter reading, should be proportional to the resistance again. So 510.52 upon 224 plus 510.52 into what? 90. So this turns out to be how much? V should be 62.55 volts. Okay, so this ends part C of the question. This should be the reading on the voltmeter. Now part D of the question asks about comparison and gives us asks us for a reason as why the actual voltage was 24.8 but the reading was from the voltmeter was 23.8. The actual voltage is 65.2 but the reading is 62.55. Now why is that? Why the reading is less than the actual true values? Now would it be possible, the question is asking, would it be possible to design a voltmeter that gave readings higher than the true values, voltages? So if you look closely, higher the resistance of higher the resistance of voltmeter, at the VR, higher the VR, and then the voltage uh, tends to be true value. Now, if we put VR, sorry, I think I should write here RV, resistance of voltage, right? Voltmeter. So RV is a correct form for writing this. Higher the RV, the resistance of voltage, voltmeter. Higher the RV, the reading on the voltmeter tends to goes to true value, right? Now, if RV equals to infinity, right, then V will be exactly equal to true value. Now you cannot increase resistance RV of the voltmeter uh, such that it goes beyond infinity. This is not correct, right? So therefore maximum V is what? The true value. So the answer would be a big no. We cannot increase the voltmeter reading beyond the true value. This ends the solution to this question. Thank you for